50 years ago, Cream had their earth-shattering debut album. The bloodlines of that hallowed trilogy come together to pay tribute to Cream's legendary 4-album reign over the psychedelic frontier of the late 60s. We had an opportunity to sit down with Malcolm Bruce, son of Jack Bruce, and Will Johns, Eric Clapton's nephew by marriage, to learn more about the 50th anniversary tour. Well, Malcolm, good to have you on the show.
Thanks, man. Thank you. Good to be here.
You know, I was so excited to hear that Cream was coming with this 50th anniversary tour to the Midland. Mm-hmm. And, I grew up to that music. So it was really special for me to come in and talk to you today. So the thing that's kind of interesting about this tour is you see cover bands or you see tribute bands, but you guys are actually the descendants of the original Cream, right? So talk a little bit about Jack Bruce, who was your father.
Wow. Well, yeah, I mean, that's a good point to start, really. I mean, we don't see ourselves as a tribute band. You know, the nature of Cream's music is based on improvisation. So, you know, we, in the same way that the original band, the three guys, they would play a song, but it was really just a starting point, and every night they would play it. They would go into a jam and kind of take it somewhere new each night. And I think that's the uniqueness of this body of work, and for us, every night is different.
So what was the inspiration behind let's do 50th anniversary Cream tour?
Well, I've known Kofi since I was 14, and I've known Will not long after that. I met him, and we've done bits and pieces together over the years. And then some promoters in New Zealand actually approached us in 2016 and asked us if we wanted to do something. So we put something together. We went down there and we did 4 shows in Australia and 3 in New Zealand. And it was really successful. And I think from that point, we decided to pursue it as a nice, I see it as a nice side project to gain exposure. But as I say, because it's so close to our hearts, it's part of us, this music. So I don't think it's like, it's a very natural thing for us to do, and I don't want to get caught up in it and do it forever. But it's really there's a great response to it, and the music is fresh. It doesn't feel like dated music or anything like that. It feels very contemporary.
Talk about the tour. How many weeks are you on tour, and where all are you going?
I can't even remember. It's been going on for it's this particular run is 39 dates, and we've done 26, so we have 13 to go, including this evening here in New York.
So if they don't catch you here at the Midland, I know you're going to be in Cincinnati, which is only a couple hours down the road.
Cincinnati is the penultimate show, so I think that's probably in a couple of weeks.
That's phenomenal. Malcolm, thanks so much for being on the show, man.
Thank
Great
you.
information. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, Will,
hey,
good to have you on the show, man.
Thank you very much, Mike. Thanks for having me.
I was telling Malcolm, I was so excited to see this tour come to town, because I'm one of those guys that listened to Cream back when White Room came out, and Sunshine Your Love and those, and some great memories. I was in my teens, at that time. So talk a little bit about growing up and being around Eric Clapton and the original artist of this.
Oh, well, that's a good question. Thanks. Well, where do you start, really? It was kind of cool growing up, especially when Eric come pick you up from school in his Ferrari, be the end of term, and you'd be like, see you later, guys, and off you go. That used to be a real blast. Yeah.
So where did your interest in music come in? Was it from him, or was it something on your own?
Well, my dad was a record producer. He's the late Andy Johns. And so I guess my earliest memories are of being in the studio with a multitude of little lights flashing and a particular smell, I'm sure you know it, of electricity and equipment, in the studio.
In the home.
Yeah, and that is home. That's always been, a home kind of smell and thing for me, yeah.
So talk about the tour a little bit with us. Does it bring back a lot of memories for you, or how does it affect you?
Well, it's definitely been making a whole load of new memories. It's been great for me to explore some of the towns and places along this, on the beautiful country that you have here. We went up to Canada as well. And I even got a chance to go fishing outside of we went out of New Jersey on the Sea Hunter here. Yeah, and we went out on the boat after stripers and ended up fishing all around the Statue of Liberty.
When you guys perform, what's the crowd? Who is the crowd? Who is your audience today? Because you know what, my age group loved Cream. What are you seeing younger kids out there that's finding this music and going, this is wonderful?
We certainly are. I mean, a lot of them are being brought by their relatives, whether it's their grandparents or their parents, you know. And I mean, the age ranges have been from we had some little girls, they must have been about 8 years old the other night, you know, with their ear defenders on and everything, you know, and they were loving it. And I was lucky enough to see them sort of halfway through the show when they were going home, going to bed. So I slipped them a couple of pics. You know, but the age ranges are really, really varied, and so that's kind of cool, you know.
Do you have a favorite Cream song?
Well, they're all pretty good. It's got to be between probably White Room and Crossroads. Crossroads being very dear to me. Eric actually showed me the opening riff of Crossroads a long, long time ago. And White Room, you know, the lyrics are just so deep and meaningful, if you want them to be.
Well, what do you see for the future?
Lots more music, lots more traveling, lots of good food, and yeah. And
More fishing, right?
more fishing, right?
Well, fantastic. Will, it has been an absolute pleasure. Good luck tonight with the show, and I know you're going to be back in Cincinnati for folks that might want to travel that way and catch you guys if they don't get an opportunity to see you tonight. Thanks again. Thank you so much, Will.
Cheers.